She thought she had found the perfect man, the one who called her my Esther and prayed with her every night. From the moment Bisi met Tunde, she believed her prayers had finally been answered. In her heart, she pictured a future filled with love, faith, and shared dreams. They connected deeply on spiritual grounds, praying together every evening, sharing scriptures, and envisioning a life built on trust and divine purpose. For Bisi, this wasn't just a relationship. It was a sacred partnership. She saw Tunde as her spiritual companion, someone who truly understood her heart and values. To her, my Esther was not just a term of endearment, it was a symbol of divine favor, a reminder that she was chosen and cherished. At first, Tunde was everything she hoped for: attentive, loving, and supportive. He sent sweet messages throughout the day, reminding her she was special. He would quote verses that seemed tailor-made for her, deepening her belief that this was destiny. She trusted him with her vulnerabilities and dreams. But as time passed, subtle changes began to surface. The daily messages slowed, and his once persistent calls became infrequent. When they spoke, Tunde's tone sometimes shifted. He became impatient or dismissive. Bisi, eager to keep the peace and avoid conflict, blamed herself. Was she too needy? Was she asking for too much? She started doubting her own feelings, questioning if she was imagining things. The man who called her my Esther was slipping away, but she held on, hoping things would return to how they were. She prayed harder, fasting and seeking guidance, believing her faith could heal the cracks. Emotional manipulation, however, is rarely obvious at first. It creeps in gently, disguising itself as concern or love. Tunde began to criticize Bisi subtly, calling her too emotional or overreacting. Whenever she expressed concerns, he deflected, making her feel guilty for bringing up issues. This is a classic tactic, making you question your reality until you second-guess yourself. Have you ever been in a situation where you wondered if your feelings were valid or if you were just being too sensitive? That's emotional manipulation at work. It chips away at your self-trust. Then came the isolation. Tunde suggested Bisi spend less time with her friends and family, saying they didn't understand their relationship or were a bad influence. Slowly, she found herself cut off from her support system, feeling increasingly alone. Isolation is a dangerous tool manipulators use to control and limit your world. Despite all this, Bisi's faith remained strong. She believed that love could conquer all, that prayer would restore their bond. But the truth was harsher. One day, she discovered Tunde was seeing someone else, a truth he hid behind prayers and sweet words. The betrayal was devastating. The man who called her my Esther, who prayed with her, was living a double life. Bisi felt shattered. Her trust broken, her heart aching. She questioned everything she had believed. But here's the turning point: Bisi didn't let the betrayal define her. She chose healing over heartbreak. She sought help, learning to rebuild her self-esteem and recognize the red flags she had missed. Through coaching and community support, Bisi reclaimed her power. If you are listening now and relate to Bisi's story, know this: you are not alone, and you can heal. Emotional manipulation can happen to anyone. It's not your fault, and there is hope beyond the pain. Recognizing manipulation is the first step. Signs include constant criticism, gaslighting, isolation, guilt-tripping, and unpredictable moods. Learning to set boundaries and practice self-love are powerful tools for recovery. Take a moment now. Reflect on your relationships. Do you feel heard, respected, and valued? Or do you feel small, confused, or anxious? Your feelings are important. Bisi's story is not unique. Many women have walked this painful path but have come out stronger. Let me share a few more real experiences that echo hers. A friend of mine, Sade, was in a relationship where her boyfriend always made her feel guilty for wanting to spend time with her family. He would say things like, "If you loved me, you'd want to be with me more than anyone else." At first, Sade brushed it off, but gradually she found herself avoiding her loved ones just to keep him happy. This isolation made her vulnerable, and over time, she lost sight of her own happiness. Another lady, Ngozi, was repeatedly told she was too sensitive whenever she tried to talk about how his harsh words hurt her. She began to internalize the blame and stopped sharing her feelings altogether, which led to deep emotional distance between them. These stories have a common thread: manipulators use love as a weapon. They mask control, criticism, and selfishness with sweet words and fake concern. It's a confusing and painful trap. But here's the truth that Bisi and many others learned: love should never hurt or diminish you. True love uplifts, supports, and respects your individuality. It creates safety and freedom to be yourself without fear. So, how can you protect yourself from manipulation? First, trust your intuition. If something feels off, don't ignore it. Often, your gut knows what your mind tries to deny. Next, educate yourself on red flags. These include constantly feeling responsible for the other person's emotions, being blamed for problems you didn't cause, having your reality questioned or dismissed, being isolated from friends and family, feeling afraid to express your true feelings. Recognizing these signs early can save you from years of pain. Setting boundaries is your next powerful tool. This means clearly communicating what you will and will not accept in a relationship and standing firm even when it's uncomfortable. It's a form of self-respect that teaches others how to treat you. Healing from manipulation also requires rebuilding your self-esteem. Remind yourself daily that you are worthy of respect, kindness, and genuine love. Practice self-care rituals that nurture your mind, body, and spirit. Surround yourself with supportive people who see your value. Bisi's journey involved all these steps. She started journaling to process her emotions and recognize patterns. She joined a supportive women's group where she could share her story without judgment. She also committed to daily affirmations, reminding herself that she was more than the pain she endured. Over time, Bisi's confidence grew. She learned to spot manipulative behaviors early and walk away without guilt. She began to attract healthier relationships that honored her boundaries and celebrated her strengths. This transformation didn't happen overnight. Healing is a journey with ups and downs, but each step forward is a victory. If you're still unsure about your relationship, ask yourself, does this relationship bring out the best in me? Do I feel safe to be honest? Am I growing, or am I shrinking? Answering these honestly will guide your next move. And if you're ready to start your healing journey or need guidance navigating complex emotions, remember, help is available. I am Marggie, a certified relationship and women's emotional wellness coach. I've helped many women like you reclaim their power and live with confidence, grace, and love. If you want more educative stories like Bisi's and practical coaching tips, subscribe to this channel and join our community. For deeper support, you can either book a one-on-one coaching session with me or join the Female VIP Room, a safe, supportive group where you get my personal attention, can ask questions, and receive professional guidance. To also join my WhatsApp community where I offer free weekly coaching, kindly reply "I am ready" in the comment section. That will be all for now, and don't miss my next exciting yet educative story.